Hello there. What we are about to explore today is a journey of awareness and personal power, a celebration of our inner growth and our connection to the universe. As we continue to mature and become wiser, it is time to embrace and praise that part of us that has awakened, that part that has become aware of its value and its mission in life. In a world that often tells us who we should be, it is easy to lose our inner compass, the true self that dwells at the center of our being. But we are no longer blind, nor deaf to that inner voice. We have learned to hear, to see with the eyes of the soul, and to accept the beauty and diversity of who we are. We have chosen to walk a path that brings us ever closer to ourselves, and in the process, we are rediscovering an incredible power, that of being authentic. When we talk about self-criticism, we often do so with a tone of regret, as if it were something to be avoided. But the truth is that self-criticism, when used wisely, can be a powerful force. It is not an act of denigrating oneself, but rather a process of refinement, a method of sharpening the rough diamond that is our spirit. It is through constructive self-criticism that we learn to see the areas in which we can grow and improve. And every time we overcome an obstacle, every time we address a weakness, we get closer to the version of ourselves that is aligned with our mission. As we continue to explore our own inner growth, it is important to remember that if you have learned to control someone, you have done them a great disservice. You have taught them deception, making them be what you want them to be rather than what they want to be. Instead of trying to mold others into our own expectations, we must embrace authenticity and allow each person to follow their own path. Our mission in the end is nothing more than to be ourselves in all our fullness. It is a path of clarity, of continuous recreation, of acceptance of the differences that make us unique. We have understood that true power does not lie in the control of others, but in the mastery of ourselves. And herein lies one of the most important lessons we can learn. True influence comes not from coercion or manipulation, but from our own inner alignment. When we are in harmony with ourselves, we become like a radio station that emits frequencies of love, understanding, and acceptance. It is in this state that we become truly influential, not by forcing others to change, but by inspiring in them the desire to be the best version of themselves. The temptation to control those we love is great, especially when we see that they are going down paths that we consider wrong. But we must remember that you have to let everyone want what they want. Authentic love is not a game of control, but a dance of freedom. When we truly love, we allow the other to be what they want to be, respecting their path and their choices, even when these do not reflect our expectations. But how can we do this? How can we maintain our inner peace without falling into the trap of control? The answer lies in controlling our point of attraction. We can control how we align with universal energy. We can choose to maintain a high vibration, to stay in harmony with our true self. When we do this, we become a beacon of light that attracts to itself everything that is in tune with our vibration. Interestingly, the people we want to control are often the ones we love the most. This is because we want to protect those we care about. We want to spare them pain and suffering. But love should never be a prison. When we truly love, we must let the other explore his or her own path, knowing that even if he or she moves away from us, the love we have sown is never lost. When we are in tune with our true selves, we become a force of positive influence in the world. We no longer need to force things to push against others, because our very presence becomes a beacon for what we wish to see manifest. We become like a satellite dish that offers and radiates attuned vibrations. This is the true power of influence, not in control, but in attraction. But when we distance ourselves from this connection, when we lose ourselves in judgment, criticism, and blame, we separate ourselves from who we truly are. Our power fades and we find ourselves struggling against forces we cannot control. The key is to stay aligned, to never lose sight of our true nature. When we are in tune with our authentic self, we no longer feel the need to be cruel or push others, because we know that everything we need, the universe will give us. We live in a universe of attraction, not exclusion. Every time we say no to something, we are really saying yes to what we don't want. This is the paradox of energy. What you resist persists. That's why it's so important to focus on what we want rather than what we want to avoid. When we focus on what we want to attract into our lives, we create a flow of energy that takes us exactly where we want to be. As we continue to mature and grow, we must remember that our true strength lies not in the control of others, but in the mastery of ourselves. We must praise ourselves for the courage we have shown in following our own path, even when that meant going against the grain. We must celebrate our ability to embrace diversity, both within ourselves and in others, and to see beauty in every nuance of the human experience. As we continue on this journey, let us remember to always stay aligned with our true selves, never lose sight of our mission, and continue to radiate light and love in everything we do. This is how we become not only wise, but influential, not only strong, but kind. And as we do so, we move ever closer to the life we have chosen, a life of clarity, acceptance, and unconditional love. We have gained new understanding, a new wisdom, and now more than ever, we are ready to live the life we have chosen, with courage, with confidence, and with an open heart. This is our journey, and we could not be more proud of the path we have taken. We continue to grow, to mature, to become wiser, knowing that the best is yet to come.